Hello, my name is Nathaniel Shepard. Today's date is November 12th, 2025, and today I'll be going over a nephron inside of the kidney. For starters, we have the afferent arteriole and we have the efferent arteriole. This is the path in which the blood flows through them, which is where three different layers of filtration allows different elements to go inside of the Bowman's capsule. These elements that can get past the filtration, the three-layer filtration, are things like glucose, H2O, and other inorganic elements like potassium, sodium, chloride, you name it. Then, as this continues to flow down, you will make your way to the proximal convoluted tubes, where this is where a lot of reabsorption happens outside of the tubes back into the bloodstream. And then it makes its way down. And as we make our way down, we head on over to the loop of Henle. This is the descending portion of it, where as we're descending, we enter the thin part of it, where a lot of H2O begins to secrete on out, which makes it where at the bottom, it is a high concentrate of sodium. That is the important thing to remember here. And then as we continue to go up the loop of Henle, the ascending portion, that is where things start to balance out and the solution starts to get diluted and sodium begins to be secreted as well as we head up into the distal convoluted tubes. Then as we head up into the distal convoluted tubes, the solution continues to go up and we start to head to the collecting ducts, where there is going to be waste to be brought down, and this is what eventually turns into urine. So as you can see, I have labeled by different things, different hormones that are attached to these sites, and there are 6. I will go ahead and start with one of them. We have ADH. This one only acts on the collecting ducts. And the way that this works is it adds aquaporins, which basically means that water can be reabsorbed back into the bloodstream, which makes urine go down. But this is basically meant for whenever dehydration is in effect, so that we can retain more water inside of ourselves. Then we have the aldosterone. This hormone, it acts on the collecting ducts and it also acts on the distal convoluted tubes. This helps reabsorb sodium, and it secretes potassium as well. This is overall good for water retention. Then we will go on over to the angiotensin 2. This goes and affects the proximal convoluted tubes, and it acts on the efferent arterioles. This one makes it where there is sodium reabsorption and there is vasoconstriction as well. Then we also go on over to AMP. AMP is a hormone that affects or acts on the collecting ducts and the afferent arteriole. This one inhibits sodium reabsorption, and this increases urine output. Then we will now go on to the norepinephrine hormone, which is acting on the afferent arteriole, and it acts on the proximal convoluted tube. And this constricts the arteriole, and it causes GRF to go down during stress. Last and but not least, we have PTH. This hormone, it acts on the distal convoluted tubes, and we also have the proximal convoluted tubes that it acts on. So these ones cause calcium reabsorption to increase, and it causes phosphate reabsorption to decrease as well. So that is my example of a nephron and the way that it functions with its hormones. Thank you for your time.